This 2017 NLDS telecast on TBS is brought to you by the Lincoln Continental and by Papa John's. Free pizza with any pizza purchase of equal or greater value.
With Ron Darling, Sam Ryan, Ernie Johnson back here at Wrigley as we head to the fifth. Partner, this game feels strangely like game one of this series. The Cubs still looking for their first hit. We are scoreless. And Michael A. Taylor, the number 8 hitter, leading it off. The big cut came up empty. It's 0-2. He singled sharply his first time. Was stranded at third in the third. Quintana's had to work out of some trouble in the last 2 innings.
Yeah, well, I mean, we said in that first game who's going to blink first, but we've already seen some mistakes by both clubs in this game. No one has been able to capitalize.
Great catches in the gap by Hayward in the third, and John Jay in the fourth have kept the Nats off the board. Quintana ready to deal his 75th pitch here in the top half of the fifth. Tried to check his swing, called out on strikes. Today's League Division Series schedule: Indians and Yankees, 7 o'clock Eastern on FS1. Here on TBS, Dodgers and Diamondbacks playing Game 3. Coverage beginning at 9:30 Eastern. Dodgers can make it a clean sweep with a win at Chase Field. And how about the Yankees staying alive against the Indians on absolute beginning to end nail biter last night in the Bronx?
It was the first postseason shutout since 2001 in the ALDS. That was Game 3 for the Yankees on the Jeter flip play against the Oakland Athletics.
And you don't talk as much in baseball about a player's height. Sometimes you talk about that with pitchers like the big unit and that kind of thing. But the play that Aaron Judge made at the wall, being 6'7", he allowed that. That's what allowed him to steal that home run. Scherzer goes down here in the fifth. 5 strikeouts now for Quintana.
Yeah, you're right about that Judge play. As most right fielders would have to jump for that ball to rob it from being a home run. He just stood there.
Just reached up. There's nothing to this. And then Greg Bird with the home run off of Andrew Miller. It's those unexpected moments. It's those things that defy all the odds. Makes this such an incredible time of year. Ball and a strike to Trey Turner. Now 0 for 10 in the series out of the leadoff spot for Washington.
You know, during the regular season, if you're a young player and you're 0 for 10, you figure at some point you're going to snap out of it. But in these short series, the pressure just mounts as you go each successive at bat without getting your first knock.
He was at the plate with a runner in scoring position when he fouled out his last time. 2-2. Quintana hasn't had a 1-2-3 inning since the first. Quintana gets a sign he likes, and here it comes. Toward right field, but ending out of play. Turner out of NC State, where he stole 55 bags as a freshman, went to the College World Series. Padres made him a first-round pick in 13 and then traded to Washington. And he waves at that one. The tag applied by Contreras as Quintana strikes out the side in the 5th.
Why did you take credit card debt on?
Second kid.
Private school.
Medical bills.
Moving costs.
Solid ground.
A personal loan from SoFi is a smart way to consolidate credit card debt. Certain borrowers cut their credit card interest rates 42% and increase credit scores 17 points on average. Borrow up to $100,000 with low rates and no hidden fees. Find your rate in just 2 minutes and take on your debt at SoFi.com.
Every time 4 o'clock is close enough to 5, a Corona gets its lime. Every time vacation mode doesn't need to wait for a vacation day, a Corona gets its lime. Every time the band goes on, and every time you take it all in. Or every time you say, wow, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you take those off, and you decide it's time to turn off, a Corona gets its lime.
We took crispy chicken and married it with our cheesy quesadilla to create the perfect union. Get it with a crunchy taco, Doritos Locos taco, and a medium drink. The new $5 crispy chicken quesadilla box, only at Taco Bell.
Far beyond the ordinary exists the unforgettable. The Alfa Romeo Stelvio, the first sport utility vehicle created by Alfa Romeo.
There are countless, not very smart things we do with our car.
What? Oh, come on! Thank you.
But with TireRack.com, at least you know you got your tires right. You can visit TireRack.com to find the full line of hand-cooked tires. Hand-cooked tires, driving emotion.
Just a bottle of water.
Thank you. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install. Smarter.
Hello. Let's go for a ride on a Peloton. Let's go grab a couple thousand friends and chase each other up a hill. Let's go make a personal best, then beat it with your personal better than best. Let's go bring the world's best instructors right to you. Better yet, let's go bring the entire New York studio live. Let's go anytime, anywhere, with anyone who's willing. And let's go do it all right here. Ready to go? Peloton.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
One size fits all, I guess. You see, listening to a radio broadcast or just not trying to hear anything at all, I guess.
You know, there's been 9 former Cy Young Award winners that have appeared in the postseason, but it's really the starting pitching in this series has been the best of all the posts.
Kyle Schwarber leading it off. And it's 2-0 as he faces Max Scherzer. There's the ball. You see it right there, encased on top of that scoreboard in right field. I mean, and even that doesn't do it justice. The distance and how high that ball went. For that perspective, man alive. That was Ruthian. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, Schwarber's average was down this year, but because of his power, 30 home runs, he just demands your respect each and every time he comes to the plate. One thing about Scherzer is that he is always in attack mode. If there's any small Achilles heel for Max, is that he will give up the home run ball. The starter's ERA in this series for the Cubs and the Nationals.
Payoff pitch. And for the second straight inning, leadoff hitter reaches for Chicago. Second walk allowed by Scherzer, who also hit John Jay to lead off the fourth. Cubs still seeking their first hit. Here's Jason Hayward. Hayward tapped back to the mound his first time. Big cut, but came up empty. 0-1. Hayward came in 4 for 11 off Scherzer, 364 clip. Rounded out his first time.
Boy, that was a lot of signs by third base coach Gary Jones. Hayward stepped out of the box for a long time to get a look at the signs Jones was giving him.
He's behind 0-2.
Hayward applying a little more stickum to that bat.
Schwarber short lead at first. Scherzer deals outside.
Originally drafted Scherzer by the Arizona Diamondbacks. So it was Mike Rizzo who was in charge of amateur scouting who drafted Scherzer.
Broken bat popped to first in foul territory. Let's go to our Atlanta studios. Casey Stern, what you got?
All right, Ernie, thank you. Time for a Bleacher Report game break here in Atlanta. Former Red Sox Josh Reddick base hit to break the tie score in the 8th inning. Carlos Beltran would add what became the game-winning run. The Red Sox are out. Astros move on.
Congratulations to A.J. Hinch and the Astros in the ALCS, where they will get either the Yankees or the Indians. Here's Addison Russell.
But when Scherzer was drafted by the Diamondbacks, not all of the people with the Diamondbacks thought he was going to be a surefire hit. In fact, his first 3 years, he was only 21 and 26. Then he got traded to the Tigers, 120 and 49 since then, and 2 Cy Youngs.
Russell waiting on an 0-1. Lost the bat into the netting. And behind in the count, 0-2. I'm telling you, you're on deck. You're Quintana. That wasn't far from you.
No. It's the second consecutive hitter that's had to put a little more stickum on their bat.
Just not making pine tar like they used to. Brian Dunsing, the left-hander, hasn't appeared in either game. He has been up a time or two.
Joe just protecting his interests in case Russell gets on. Maybe wants to hit for Quintana.
Sailed way outside. Can't see it from here, but Max Scherzer does have a blue right eye and a brown left eye. Heterochromia is the condition. And he is staring down the Cubs here in game 3. On the ground to third. That is a foul ball.
Well, the ball off the bat of Russell. Real close play, but good call by the third base umpire, Will Little. If that was a fair ball, that would have been a tough play for Rendon to make on the speedy Russell.
Game 1 flashback. The ball that went off his glove that opened the door for a Chicago rally. One ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. And Russell, strikeout victim for the second time. Bleacher Report teamed up with MLB to tell baseball's legendary stories like Xander Bogaerts' chickenpox tryout. Follow BR to watch all the MLB tall tales. So Kyle Schwarber, who walked, is still out there at first now with 2 down. Quintana will hit and swing and a miss.
75 pitches now for Scherzer.
Struck Quintana out the first time, and he's ahead 0-2 here as we play in the bottom half of the 5th.
And on base today, the Nationals are 0 for 6 and the Cubs are 0 for 5.
Cubbies base runners have come via the hit by pitch, a fielder's choice, and 2 walks. You never know when Archie Bradley's going to show up. Like the Arizona reliever did in the wild card game. Quintana waiting. It didn't happen here. We are scoreless heading to the 6th. Bryce Harper will lead it off, followed by Rendon and Murphy.
Every year we take a girls trip. Remember Nashville? Kimchi barbecue. Amazing honky tonk.
I can't believe you got us tickets.
I did.
I didn't pay for anything.
You never do.
Send me what I owe. I got it.
I mean, you did find money to buy those boots.
Are you serious? Is that why you don't like them?
Those boots can make a unicorn cry.
Yeah, tears of joy.
Settle up with your friends on October 17th with the Bank of America mobile banking app.
Here it comes. The corner. A moment in time where seconds slow and senses quicken. Where you can barely tell where the car ends and you begin. The new Jaguar F-Type.
Kyle, we talked about this.
There's no monsters.
But you said they'd be watching us all the time. No, honey. We meant that Progressive would be protecting us 24/7.
We just bundled home and auto and saved money. That's nothing to be afraid of.
But...
Good night, Kyle.
I told you I was just checking the wiring in here, Kyle.
He's never like this. I think something's going on at school. He's not engaging.
We shall propose a global system of satellites for weather control.
We built this system of satellites to stop natural disasters. Someone is using it to create them.
We're talking about a global extinction event.
We cannot let that happen.
Geostorm, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX 3D.
Score big with Cricket Wireless. Our plans start at only $30 a month. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. And if you switch now, you can get a brand new smartphone for free. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
So this one says, dealership has great customer service and has great deals and has
complimentary donuts. That's the one.
Cars.com. Over 5 million expert and user reviews.
2017 National League Division Series is presented by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network. Bryce Harper steps to the plate to lead off the sixth. We are zipping right along. And when you think back through the first 5 innings of Game 1, there were 2 hits in the game, both by Washington. Same story today, as we are scoreless through 5 and hitless on the Chicago side, as they were against Strasburg in Game 1. Scherzer doing the same thing to him here in Game 3. Harper is grounded out and reached on an error, and I felt that up here, 0-1.
So Quintana's got to do what Hendricks was able to do in the first game, as that's match zeros with his Nationals counterpart.
Scherzer with his catcher Matt Wieters, with his pitching coach Mike Maddox in between innings. You've been privy to more of those than I have, obviously. What do you think is the topic of discussion through 5 innings?
That's NBA pitching talk right there, a master's degree. Usually what you will talk about sometimes in between innings is, why did you call that? I wanted to go with this pitch. I was thinking this. You know, as you hammer it out, iron it out. But with 5 no-hit innings, not too many mistakes.
Ball and 2 strikes to Harper, who swings and misses for out number 1.
Well, that's 4 strikeouts in a row for Quintana. Struck out the side in the 5th. Good breaking ball there.
7th strikeout for the left-hander as Rendon steps in. Very composed, looks unfazed by the moment in his first postseason start. And a breaking pitch finds its mark, 0-1.
A breaking pitch to Harper to strike him out. Another breaking pitch here. 3rd time through the lineup. Quintana going to that curveball.
Rendon's bid to break the scoreless tie in the third inning snuffed out on a great running catch by Jason Hayward. Pedro Strop loosens in the Cubs bullpen. Here's the 1-1.
Inside.
You can see just the body language of Contreras. He thought that was a strike. Good call by Culberth. That ball was in off the plate.
Culberth has had a good day. Very little discussion back there. Ran it inside to Rendon and missed. And now a dangerous pitch, 3-1 to a guy with power.
Interesting to see Quintana 2 consecutive pitches coming in on Rendon. Very strong inside, very quick inside. Now going back to the outside corner.
On the ground to third. He's pretty automatic over there. 2 down.
Seven ground ball outs now for Quintana in this game. Go along with those 7 punch outs.
Here's Murphy, rounded out, struck out to lead the 4th, lead off the 4th, and that from a guy who is known around baseball as one of the toughest guys to strike out. Real student of the hitting game, and his results show it. Going the other way to left, Schwarber over near the line, and it's off his glove. And he kicks it around, and now Murphy is on his way to third. And he stands there with 2 out. Schwarber's had defensive issues. That's no secret to anybody. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
Well, with the wind rushing from right to left, I think what happened with Schwarber is that he tried to coast on this ball. And off the bat of Murphy, it kept peeling towards the line, and he never got over there if it went off his glove. And then tries to field with his glove, slips out, and he kicks it into left center.
2 errors on 1 play. That second error allowing Murphy to go to third. Pedro Strop comes on. Quintana deserved better.
Feed those hungry eyes with new signature entrees. Applebee's 2 for $20. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Bottom of the 9th. Ooh, swing and a miss. 2 outs. In comes the All-Star with the game on the line. Let's see if Smith can protect his home turf. He's really painting the corners tonight. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Smith pulls one to right. A walk-off homer to win the game. What an amazing finish. Paint like a pro with Frog Tape brand painter's tape for the sharpest lines every time.
We wrote the book on car pricing. For 90 years, we earned your trust as car value experts. Now, we're making you the expert with the Kelley Blue Book Price Advisor, a tool that analyzes what people actually paid for the car you want, so you can make sure you get into it for a fair price. Why pay more for your next car? Use Price Advisor, only from Kelley Blue Book.
Let's take a look at today's playmakers presented by Alfa Romeo. Diamondbacks and Dodgers getting ready to go after our game. Out there in the desert, trying to stay alive in the best of 5. Another look at this.
And again, coasting on it, didn't get to the line as quick as he could, and the ball goes off the end of his glove. And watch Hayward in between innings as Strop was warming up, giving a veteran hug to the young left fielder.
So Strop in to face Ryan Zimmerman and try to pitch around the mistake that came here with 2 outs and almost hit him.
You were talking before about how this game mirrors the first game. Well, it was an error by the Nationals that got the Cubs going. Here, an error by the Cubs. This Strop's numbers this year.
In fact, 2 errors on that one play. One allowing Murphy to get on, the other allowing him to get to third. That's 4 errors on the day. You can't tempt fate too many times in a postseason game. The tie-breaking run, 90 feet away, rounded foul.
Zimmerman 3 for 10 off Strop. Strop this year, 7 wild pitches. Something to keep in mind with Murphy on third base.
One ball, 1 strike. Strop appeared in game 2, again here in game 3. Again to the gap in right center field. Nobody will get to this one. Zimmerman hustles into second. A run-scoring 2-out double here in the 6th. And the error jumps up and bites the Chicago Cubs.
Well, Zimmerman does here what he's been doing all season long, driving in the big runs, and he makes the Cubs and Schwarber pay for that mistake.
Finally, a ball in the gap that the Cubs can't catch up to. And it's a 1-0 game. Here's Jason Worth. Boy, this inning began so quietly. Harper struck out. Rendon a routine grounder to third. And then Schwarber just flat out dropped a fly ball and left from Murphy. Then bobbled it trying to pick it up.
That's the reaction after the double by Zimmerman by Schwarber in left field. No one feels worse, I'm sure.
No balls and 2 strikes to Jason Worth, who sends this one in the air to right. Hayward ranging toward the line to make the play. But the scoreless tie is broken in the 6th with the help of shaky Chicago defense.
There's something out there for you and me, and the American road is calling, so what's it gonna be? Hey, it's an amazing day, traveling our own highway. No matter where it leads us, we can smile, 'cause there's meaning in the miles.
T-Mobile never stops. We've doubled our LTE coverage. We're already the fastest 4G LTE network, and we just keep getting faster. And now America's Best Unlimited gets even more powerful when you pair it with a new iPhone everyone is excited about. Introducing the amazing iPhone 8. It's the best iPhone yet, now on America's Best Unlimited network. For a limited time, save up to $300 on iPhone 8. And now, join T-Mobile's iPhone upgrade program for free.
If you've got $5, you could make a random meal playing Dollar Menu Bingo.
Anybody have fish sandwich?
Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, fries, drink, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
I am the end of your search, your drive, your dream. I am the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, the first sport utility vehicle created by Alfa Romeo.
Trying to survive winter on summer tires is not smart. Fortunately, there's TireRack.com. You can visit TireRack.com to find the full line of hand-cooked tires. Hand-cooked tires, driving emotion. Be smart this winter. You'll be glad you were. TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install. Smarter.
Bottom of the ninth. Ooh, swing and a miss. 2 outs. In comes the All-Star with the game on the line. Let's see if Smith can protect his home turf. He's really painting the corners tonight. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Smith pulls one to right. A walk-off homer to win the game. What an amazing finish. Paint like a pro with Frog Tape brand painter's tape for the sharpest lines every time.
This 2017 NLDS telecast on TBS is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by SoFi, a modern finance company.
Bottom half of the 6th inning in Chicago. John Jay swings at the first pitch and hits it to straightaway center field, where Michael Taylor flags it down for the first out.
Boy, great hitting by John Jay. First pitch breaking ball from Scherzer, but even better play defensively by Michael A. Taylor. Scherzer with the reaction.
Chicago offense has been hamstrung by the Washington right-hander. Scherzer into the wind against Chris Bryant.
Oh.
Sean Doolittle reacting to that catch by Taylor in the Nats bullpen. Bryant's 0 for 2. Everybody wearing the Chicago uniforms 0 for something.
It's almost like rubbing salt in the wound after the mistake by Schwarber in left field. Taylor making that kind of play in the outfield.
2-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Scherzer has walked 2. He has struck out 6. He's hit a batter.
Swinging 3-0 here, probably for Bryant, if he gets his pitch. Boy, right on the corner.
Field and Culberth barked it out behind the plate. Kyle Schwarber, who's 2 out. Error in the top half of this inning. Paved the way for the game's only run. Now Bryant represents the tying run at first as Rizzo comes to the plate. StatCast provided by Amazon Web Services.
You know, it says catch probability 82%, but boy, that play in the major leagues has got to be caught every single time.
Rizzo was flied out, reached on a fielder's choice, and takes outside.
Scherzer now 86 pitches. Sam Ryan told us before 100 might be his mark, despite the results so far.
Look out. Boy, did he turn on that pitch inside and lined it into the seats. Everybody's okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I was doing the same thing up here, pal. Ball and a strike to Rizzo.
Rizzo had a pitch to hit there, just missed it.
One of the things that makes Scherzer so tough, something you alluded to earlier, Ron, and something that Anthony Rizzo said on the day off. What makes him tough? He's in attack mode constantly. Sammy Solis worked in game 2.
It was almost like Scherzer was standing on the mound, and after a while, Wieters had called the fastball in. He changed his mind. Let's see if Wieters changes his. Change up.
Right back up the middle. That'll be an easy double play. And it gets the Washington Nationals out of that. Still hitless for the Cubs.
With 33 individual vertebrae and 640 muscles in the human body, no two of us are alike. Life made more effortless through adaptability. The perfect position seat in the Lincoln Continental.
Buster Posey loves being in control.
Wait. We always do baseball. How about a beach? Nice.
Anything else?
How about a sidekick?
Here you go. Buster knows what he wants. That's why he gets coverage that's right for him from Esurance.
Your pizza now comes with a side of pizza, but not just any pizza, a Papa John's pizza. Right now, when you buy any pizza at regular menu price, you get one free. It's buy one pizza, get one free.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Order now at papajohns.com.
At Ally, we offer low-cost trades and high-yield savings. But if that's not enough, we offer innovative investing tools to prepare you for the future.
Looks like you hooked it.
And if that's not enough, we'll help your kid prepare for the future.
Don't hook it, kid.
And if that's still not enough, we'll help your kid's kid prepare for the future.
Looks like you hooked it.
We'll do anything.
Takes after his granddad.
Seriously, anything to help you invest for the future. Ally, do it right.
You've got a strange effect on me, and I like it. You make my world seem bright. You make the darkness bright. Oh yes, you've got a strange effect on me, and I like it.
Tune into NBA TV all week for the best in preseason NBA analysis. Check your local listings. Ron, do you find yourself checking your local listings quite a bit?
Not as much as I used to, Ern.
Top half of the 7th. Matt Wieters leading it off. Turns around to bat left-handed against the right-hander Strop, who came on in the 6th. and gave up the run-scoring double to Ryan Zimmerman after Daniel Murphy, with 2 outs, had reached on an error by Kyle Schwarber, and it's cost the Cubs. 1-0 here in the 7th. Wieters still hunting that first hit of this series. He did hit the ball in the 4th in the gap that John Jay flagged down to keep the game scoreless at the time.
There's been 3 balls hit by the Nationals in the gap. Only Zimmerman's found some grass.
Able to elude Hayward and Jay. Dunsing continues to loosen. Wieters reaches out, slaps it to first. Stroke gets over there, 1 down. Head over to TBS Facebook and Twitter, and you can watch the bottom of the 7th live with Casey, Chef, Pedro, and Jimmy. And we won't get ticked.
Are you going to take that personally?
It's a little. You insulted me just a little bit. Here's Michael A. Taylor. Oh, those guys have had such a great studio show, pregame, postgame, breaking it down. Really a pleasure to watch when we get done with our night's work and then go back and turn it on.
Which one of those guys gets Schwarber's play or misplay?
I'm sure they'll all have a crack at it. 2 balls and no strikes. To Taylor, who singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Brett Hall down there. Max Scherzer waiting on deck. Chris Chelios. It's the place to be in Chicago today. Grounded sharply. Look at that play by Addison Russell. And he threw him out. How about that leather?
I mean, a flat-out hit when it left the bat of Taylor. And Russell left the middle, not even getting to the ball, but also pouncing up and getting something on that throw. The athleticism for the middle infielders for the Cubs, so good.
3 Blue Star plays defensively for the Cubs. Scherzer slaps it to first. Rizzo to Stroke. We're in the middle of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch means something here at Wrigley that it doesn't mean in a lot of other places. And you're in for a treat.
John Murray.
Okay, Cub fans. We need 1 to tie it and 2 to win it. Let's get them. Come on, it's a Chamber of Commerce day. We want to be playing when it's still snowing out here. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with this crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Always root for those Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. Come on, bring it on, Mario! get some run!
The brothers Murray, Bill and Joel, trying to get something started here for the Cubs as they head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, and we go inside the booth, presented by Vizio. Well, the major storyline going into Game 3 was, okay, Max Scherzer, how effective can he be? How close to sound is he physically? And he hasn't allowed a hit as he goes to work here in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
I mean, every pitcher in baseball is trying to pull a hammy right now to be as effective as Max has been in this game. But the game right now is not known for his no-hit innings. It's known for the misplay by Kyle Schwarber in left field.
There have been 3 sparkling plays defensively by Chicago, but that ball near the line, which should have been caught, went off the glove of Schwarber, who was charged with 2 errors on that play. One allowing Murphy to get on, another allowing him to get to third, where he trotted home as Zimmerman doubled to the gap in right center field. Today's game summary presented by Geico.
You know, Ernie, this is a game of second chances, though, and Schwarber was out there, and he'll be third up in this inning with a chance to do some damage. Maybe a tone.
Four, 5, and 6 due here in the bottom half of the 7th. Contreras showed bunt, pulled it back, 0-1. "91 pitches for Max Scherzer. No balls and 2 strikes. Season high pitches, 121 for Scherzer. In 22 of his 31 starts, he threw at least 100 pitches. That one hit well in front of the plate. Got a piece of the home plate umpire field in Culbreth. There's Strasburg, who knows the feeling of a well-pitched game. And the pain of the unearned run.
That's right.
As Quintana does today.
5 2/3 no-hit innings in Game 1 for Strasburg. And 6 no-hit innings for Scherzer, his longest no-hit bid in the postseason.
One ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Stays high, 2-2.
And Sammy Solis and Kinsler up in the bullpen, which really tips Dusty Baker's hand on what he's going to do with Max at some point. We've seen this happen in the regular season. Pitchers taken out when they have a no-hitter going. This might be the first time you see it in the postseason.
Contreras stays alive as he fouls that one away. He's fouled out to third. He walked in the 4th. And he strikes him out for the first out here in the 7th. Well, you take a look at a guy who competes like nobody's business. It's the guy on the mound right now. Did you see his reaction after that strike 3?
He just paces around that mound like he's stalking the hitter. And this one he throws right by Contreras. When he strikes you out, he take a long walk around that infield.
That was TBS Total Motion presented by Progressive, and this is Ben Zobrist, who's 0 for 2. That ball's well hit toward the gap in left center field, and it's going to get down for the first hit for the Cubs. The throw to second just late, and Zobrist, the tying run, standing at second.
Boy, Zobrist always seems to get big hits in the postseason. Doesn't matter what uniform he's wearing. And that first one, a double that one hops that wall in left field, digging for 2.
Yeah, had to put his head down and go to beat that throw. Dusty Baker's on his way out. Kyle Schwarber is due. We've seen Solis, the left-hander, warming up. And here's the discussion.
I personally don't think there should be a discussion here. Schwarber up, I would bring in Solis. But it seems like Dusty Baker's having a discussion with him, seeing if he's all right, 100%, asking his catcher Wieters, what do you think? And he goes to the bullpen. I think it's the right move.
He allows 1 hit in 6 1/3. He leaves with the lead, but the tying runner at second. Solis on his way in.
For the holidays, we get a gift from Mom and Dad.
And every year we split it equally.
Except for one of us.
I write them a poem instead. And one for each of you, too.
Oh.
That's actually yours, that one, yeah.
Regardless, we're stuck with the bill.
To many, words are the most valuable currency.
Well, last I checked, stores don't take words.
Some do.
Not everyone could be the poetic voice of a generation.
I know, right? Such a burden.
Settle up with your friends on October 17th with the Bank of America mobile banking app.
When you look for things, when you search the polished showrooms, you are looking for me. Beyond status and capability, you are looking for me. And when you dream, you unknowingly dream of me. I am the end of your search. I am the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, the first sport utility vehicle created by Alfa Romeo.
Hello, hello. Inside the NBA is coming your way.
The TNT difference is nothing's off limits.
Come on, Charles, watch my feet, baby.
Oh, man. The jokes.
Do you like the look that Charles Ford?
The culture.
Let's start the man bun cut craze.
When Shaq fell, funniest thing ever. Ernie, you the man.
I host a little show called Inside the NBA.
Everybody knows TNT is primetime. They have fun, and then at the end of the day, it all comes back to basketball.
Back here at Wrigley, bottom half of the 7th inning, Sammy Solis, the left-hander, on with Kyle Schwarber due up. Joe Madden goes to the bench and brings up Albert Almora Jr.
Has the counter there. Left-hander's only hitting 227 off Solis.
The tying run standing out there at second. It's Ben Zobrist who doubled.
This might not have been a factor, but the loudest thunder off of Cubs bat all afternoon was Schwarber's foul home run that he hit off Scherzer until that double by Zobrist. Shouldn't be a factor in the manager's taking a hitter out, a pitcher out, but it might have been.
Missed again. 2-0. Solis appeared in game 2. Faced 2 hitters, struck out Hayward, out John Jay on a liner to left. Here he faces Almora with the tying run at second.
Scherzer still pacing, even in the dugout.
Well, you've been there. Come out of a game, that's your base runner out there, relying on your bullpen to shut him down. Strike to Almora, 2-2.
Scherzer hadn't tweaked his hammy. Would still be in this ball game.
Meaning if he hadn't tweaked it before this game 3.
Right.
He came through this one unscathed. Breaking pitch, stayed alive.
Well, Almora Jr. has been money for Madden and the Cubs this year, pinch hitting. 10 pinch hit RBIs. No one rooting harder for Albert Almora Jr. than Kyle Schwarber.
Looking for his first postseason hit. He went 0 for 10 in the 16 postseason. He did score the go-ahead run on the Ben Zobrist double in Game 7. Now he's trying to knock in Zobrist, who doubled with 1 out here in the 7th of Game 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes, big spot. Line drive, base hit, left center field. Zobrist around third, they're going to wave him, and we are tied.
Well, Solis didn't make the pitch on the 2-2, got the 3-2, and came in with a fastball. It's Dusty's reaction for his move. And no one more invested than Schwarber.
They may have this guy sing again this inning. Cubs have tied it. Here's Hayward.
Both of the bullpens today. The first batter faced, gave up a RBI hit.
What a time for Albert Almora's first career postseason hit. 0 for 10 in 16, 0 for 4 in this series, and he knocks in the tying run here in the 7th. Down the left side, not a play. Wrigley has come alive here in the bottom half of the 7th. They finally got a hit off Scherzer. Dusty Baker lifted him. Sammy Solis gave up the run-scoring single to Albert Almora. Close the book on Scherzer, 6 1/3, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit, and that 1-run charge to him.
Solis has got to keep an eye on Almora Jr. Never allowed a stolen base in his career.
Into left field, that's going to fall for a hit. They're at first and second with 1 out. Hayward's first hit of the series.
Fastball breaks his bat, but he's able to dump it into left field. Dusty made the move. Solis did not get the job done.
Addison Russell, right-handed hitter, is due. The left-hander, Solis, departs. Brandon Kintzler will come on to face him.
When you look for things, when you search the polished showrooms, you are looking for me. Beyond status and capability, you are looking for me. And when you dream, you unknowingly dream of me. I am the end of your search. I am the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, the first sport utility vehicle created by Alfa Romeo.
We're proud to reveal that Jim Beam Black has been awarded the world's highest rated bourbon. Their words, not ours. Make history.
Your pizza now comes with a side of pizza, but not just any pizza, a Papa John's pizza. Right now, when you buy any pizza at regular menu price, you get one free. It's buy one pizza, get one free.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Order now at papajohns.com.
Kyle, we talked about this.
There's no monsters.
But you said they'd be watching us all the time.
No, honey. We meant that Progressive would be protecting us 24/7.
We just bundled home and auto and saved money. That's nothing to be afraid of.
But...
Good night, Kyle.
I told you I was just checking the wiring in here, Kyle.
He's never like this. I think something's going on at school. He's not engaging.
Today in tonight's League Division Series schedule, Indians and Yankees Game 4, 7 Eastern on FS1. And I'll be tuning in to watch Brian Anderson and Dennis Eckersley and Joe Simpson call the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks Game 3. 10 o'clock Eastern on TBS with coverage beginning at 9:30 Eastern Time. Brandon Kintzler comes into a 7th inning trouble spot, try to put out the fire.
Well, that's what his role was when he came over from the Twins at the trading deadline, the 7th inning reliever. He comes in to face Addison Russell, who made an outstanding defensive play in the prior inning. World Series last year against the Indians, Russell had 9 RBIs.
He pitched the 9th inning of Game 1. Struck out 1. Hit a batter. Got a double play ball. He walks into a situation here with runners at first and second in a tie game. And Addison Russell, who was struck out twice at the plate. Missed inside 1-0.
Kintzler's usually not that kind of reliever that's going to blow you away. Averages less than 5 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. Pitches more to contact.
In the gap to right center field. Taylor over, makes the play. They're going to turn this into a double play. Throw back to first, and they got him. Huge defensive play by the Washington Nationals. Taylor with his speed makes the catch. And they turn it into a double play. Whoa, what an inning.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Mine's way better.
This one's below market price and has Bluetooth.
Same here, but this one has leather seats.
Use the Cars.com app to compare price, features, and value.
We are back.
And we are about to talk to a man who talks to dolphins in Spanish, no less. So what the?
Grab your sunblock and your bathing suits. What the?
Appreciate it, my man. Next up.
What the?
What the?
What the?
What the?
Shell made entirely of fried egg, wrapped around crisp bacon, seasoned potatoes, and cheddar cheese. The new Naked Egg Taco, only at Taco Bell.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. So good! So good!
Make your commute a little sweeter in the newly redesigned Hyundai Sonata, our best Sonata ever.
It's a great time to be a fan when you can come into Buffalo Wild Wings and catch the best moments in sports. Unlike in Roman times, when you could become the sport.
Is this Section G?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ow. Get the ultimate sports experience at Buffalo Wild Wings.
First, you dreamed up the career. Then you put yourself through school. Got the degree. You've given it your all to reach the goals you set. Don't let student debt hold you back. Refinancing student loans with SoFi can save thousands. So you can get where you've always been headed sooner. See how much you can save with SoFi, the leader in student loan refinancing.
Bad base running cost the Cubs.
Well, Hayward read it off the bat that it was going to fall in, but the speed of Taylor, he ran it down and got it to Murphy, who turned two. Kilter call on the play. He doesn't know where to run, but he gets 2 outs from that line drive off the bat of Russell.
Yeah, Murphy had lost his footing momentarily, but able to make the throw over to Zimmerman. The double of Hayward.
Hardest thing for any reliever is to forget your last game. And for Edwards Jr., he gave up the tying home run to Bryce Harper.
Trey Turner leading it off in the 8th. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 0 for 11 with 5 Ks in the series.
The corners are pinched in with Rizzo and Bryant, but it's not part of Turner's game. As you see, Almora Jr. in center field. John Jay moves from center to left. Only 1 bunt base hit for Turner all season long.
Threw it past him at 95. Edwards has appeared in all 3 games now in this series. Oh, look at that play. And Zobrist robs Turner, who came that close to his first hit of the series. Don't you love the intensity? Watch Ben Zobrist after he makes this diving play.
What a play by Zobrist to his left. Turner has so much speed. Not only do you have to catch, you got to get up quickly and put something on the throw.
Last year's World Series MVP. Another sparkling defensive play by the Cubs today, who have had a handful.
They're having a great defensive day, despite having 4 errors. Which is hard to believe.
Exactly. Inside to Harper, who's 0 for 3. Ground out, strikeout, reached on an error. Carl Edwards Jr. into the wind. after that double play to end the last inning. Max Scherzer. One ball, 2 strikes. Harper takes upstairs.
Well, Edwards Jr. has had a great year this year, but against Washington, if you include Harper's 2-run home run in the postseason, he's given up 11 runs and 3 home runs in 4 2/3 innings pitched.
We wait on a 2-2, and here it comes. Tied him up inside and struck him out.
Well, he wasn't going to counter with another curveball, so cut that fastball inside and watch the reaction from Contreras. Called for it and delivered by Edwards.
Two up and 2 down for Anthony Rendon. Oh for 3. 55-footer, 1-0. Rendon was robbed in the 3rd by Jason Hayward. Made a great running catch. Zobrist has made an error, but also made a sparkling stop. Russell had a blue star play. Man, what a game 3. Way upstairs. 2-0.
Talked about those 3 home runs that Edwards has given up against the Nationals. Rendon has one of those.
Carl Edwards listed at 6'3", 170. A 26-year-old who was once upon a time the 48th round pick of the Texas Rangers in 2011. They don't always have to be the most sought-after guy. Well hit on the ground to short. Russell from the hole. Through a strike. 1, 2, 3. Look at Carl Edwards as he comes off the mound. Oh, is this intense?
Hey, Bryce Harper, quick selfie.
Wait, how'd you get out here?
Oh, don't worry, I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
You sure about that?
Yeah, hey, can I have the Pine Tar? Check it out. Unlimited data meet unlimited grip. Hey, the guys need me in the bullpen. Sorry. That's the dugout. I know, yeah, totally.
We can't really give every fan access to the field this postseason, but we can give you America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
Give up, Skeletor. You're finished.
Curse you, He-Man! You interfering imbecile!
Give us one good reason we shouldn't vanquish you to another dimension.
Okay, guys, hear me out. Switching to Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance?
Huh, he does make a point.
Yes.
I do like to save money.
Catch you on the flip, suckers!
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Here's to believing the end of the road is where the real fun begins, and that adventure is never out of reach. When you believe, you can go anywhere. Hurry in, because the Jeep Celebration event only happens once a year. Now, during the Jeep Celebration event, get $3,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Bottom of the 9th. Ooh, swing and a miss. 2 outs. In comes the All-Star with the game on the line. Let's see if Smith can protect his home turf. He's really painting the corners tonight. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Smith pulls one to right. A walk-off homer to win the game. What an amazing finish. Paint like a pro with Frog Tape brand painter's tape for the sharpest lines every time.
Red Robin is the place where anyone can dunk. Where parental pride comes in the form of bacon. This is Red Robin. The place where you can get messy. And you never get fry FOMO. So feast on one of 3 mouth-watering Tavern Double Burgers. Only $6.99 each, anytime. With bottomless steak fries, of course. Let's burger.
Red Robin. Yum.
For both of these teams, the intensity meter is all the way in the red. Look at Carl Edwards after that 3rd out.
Carl Edwards Jr., known as mild-mannered before this game today.
Oh, my goodness, we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tommy LaStella going to pinch hit. First appearance of this series.
9 for 31 this season for LaStella, pinch hitting.
Brandon Kintzler still in there. He came on to face Russell at the end of the 7th. Russell hit a bullet. But Michael A. Taylor with his speed caught up with it and then doubled up Jason Hayward at first for an inning-ending double play. Not your garden variety.
Well, LaStella's the perfect man for this spot. You saw his on-base percentage, 389 this year. He's got a good eye. 9 for 31 pinch hitting. Got a little bit of pop, too.
Three balls and 1 strike. Oliver Perez, Ryan Madsen. LaStella 0 for 11 at the plate in his postseason career. Draws a walk. Just as good as a hit in the Cubs' mind to lead off the 8th.
Well, as good as the starting pitching has been in this game, it's up to the bullpens now for Dusty Baker and Joe Madden. John Jay will be asked to bunt. LaStella's being run for.
Leonis Martin now at first.
John Jay, an excellent bunter.
Jay was hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. Also grounded out, flied out to center. And Kintzler throws over.
Well, 2 things. You want to keep Martin close, and second, you want to see if Jay will tip his hand and let you know he's bunting. Got to be bunting in this situation.
Squares and lays it down up toward first. Mission accomplished. Martin to second. The tie-breaking run.
Boy, just picture perfect from John Jay. Mr. Fundamentals. Right person at the right time up at the plate. Didn't give it away. Got it to the first baseman, Zimmerman, and Murphy scrapes his foot over the top of the bag for the out.
Mike Maddox on his way to the mound with the go-ahead run at second. And Chris Bryant, the reigning MVP, due up.
Well, I think, Maddox, what you'd be telling your pitcher Kintzler here is, listen, the MVP is up. Be careful. You got a base open. You don't want to pitch completely around him, but don't give in to him either. Kintzler knows that. I think Maddox is just out there to remind him.
And then Rizzo in the on-deck circle, and we saw Perez, the left-hander, warming up.
Rizzo's 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position this series.
Martin, the runner at second. And Bryant takes a strike. Struck out his first time, flied to left, walked in the sixth, and erased in a double play. So much hanging with every pitch. And Kinsler will wait before he delivers this one.
Well, you see Murphy's trying to keep Martin close to the bag, give his outfielders a shot if Bryant has a base hit.
Martin running for La Stella, who walked to start the inning. Murphy trying to keep him close at second. Oh, what a cut.
2 fastballs perfectly placed by Kinsler inside.
Kinsler had 28 saves with the Twins, who traded him mid-season to Washington. He's staring down Martin and comes to the plate and misses. One ball, 2 strikes, and there's a throw back. He's in there, but boy, was that close.
Murphy threw his knee down right in front of the bag, and I think it landed right on Martin. There's the pickoff throw. Look at the right knee of Murphy is down in front of the bag, but Martin just got his right hand in between the legs of Murphy.
Ball beat him there. But Martin got the hand in. Bryant stays alive. You talk about the winding road some players take to a stage like this, and Kinsler out of pro ball in 2005 after being drafted by San Diego in the 40th round the year before, played some independent league ball in Winnipeg for a couple of years, was in construction for a time. Then Milwaukee gave him a shot. Signed by Minnesota, traded to the Nats. And he's in the spotlight here. Fouled off.
One of those times where you're on one of those buses and you're saying, just give me one chance. Watch out what you wish for. Here in the face Bryant. See, everything is down and in, just trying to take the long arms of Bryant out of it.
He struck him out. Foul tip into the mitt of Matt Wieters. 2 down.
Well, Dusty Baker's coming out, but Joe Madden is asking Colbreth, did this ball hit the dirt after fouled by Bryant? And it did not. Good play by Wieters.
Into the mitt. You did see some dirt fly up, but that was the mitt. That's a strikeout. That's 2 down. And it's going to bring another pitching change with Rizzo coming to the plate. Left-handed batter due up. Left-handed pitcher, the veteran Oliver Perez, strolls and now trots to the mound.
We are back.
And we are about to talk to a man who talks to dolphins in Spanish, no less. So what the?
Grab your sunblock and your bathing suits. What the?
Appreciate it, my man. Next up.
What the?
What the?
What the? What the?
What the? Shell made entirely of fried egg, wrapped around crisp bacon, seasoned potatoes, and cheddar cheese. The new Naked Egg Taco, only at Taco Bell.
Experience the XE for yourself at your Jaguar retailer.
Hey, Bryce Harper, can we selfie?
Wait, how'd you get out here?
Oh, don't worry, I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
You sure about that?
Yeah, hey, can I have some of the Pine Tar? Check it out. Unlimited data, mean unlimited grip. Hey, the guys need me in the bullpen. Sorry. That's the dugout. I know, yeah, totally.
We can't really give every fan access to the field this postseason, but we can give you America's best unlimited network, T-Mobile.
2017 National League Division Series is presented by T-Mobile. We are at Wrigley Field, and has this been a beauty? New champion is going to be crowned with the E-League CSGO Premier 2017. It concludes Friday at 10 Eastern. TBS. So who's going to take the lead in this series, which is tied at a game apiece, as Oliver Perez is called upon with a go-ahead run at second, and Anthony Rizzo at the plate.
Well, he came in the second game to face Rizzo, and Rizzo hit into a double play. Only needs one out here. His last 5 at-bats against Oliver Perez, Rizzo has 2 home runs.
Rizzo is 0 for 3. Leonis Martin is the runner at second. He ran for Tommy LaStella, who walked to begin the inning. Rizzo swings at the first pitch. Blooper, shallow center. It's going to fall! And the Cubs have the lead. Rizzo's hung up between first and second. But nobody in the ballpark cares. It's a 2-1 game. A blooper into left center that breaks the tie. We head to the ninth with Chicago leading by 1.
I've never seen a miracle. Is it real? I know what's real.
Blade Runner 2049, rated R.
It would be great if human beings were great at being human. And if all of mankind were made up of kind women and kind men. It would be spectacular if the golden rule was golden to every man. And the good things that we ever did was everything that we can.
Treating others like we'd like to be treated.
has always been our guiding principle.
We took crispy chicken and married it with our cheesy quesadilla to create the perfect union. Get it with a crunchy taco, Doritos Locos taco, and a medium drink. The new $5 crispy chicken quesadilla box, only at Taco Bell.
Huh. Can't find my debit card. Oh, no. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, totally, it's fine. But, like, is it fine, though? Because I would maybe be worried. Really, really, really worried. Do you want me to go back and look for it? I will. I mean, a lot of bad things can happen. You need to call the bank. I don't know how else to tell you. You need to shut that card. It's off. What? I can turn it on and off in my Wells Fargo app. I feel better already. Good.
Ronnie, somehow this ball found a patch of grass.
Well, all the outfielders were playing deep because of Rizzo, but boy, you can't make an argument there. Someone's got to dive for that baseball in the outfield, and you see the reaction from the two managers. Madden thought it was going to be caught. Dusty can't believe it.
2-1. And now the closer, Wade Davis, is on and ran it inside and missed to Daniel Murphy. Davis got the save in game one. He only blew one save all season long. And that came after 32 straight conversions. Murphy yanks that one well foul. He has scored the only Washington run here in game three. Ben Zobrist is the new left fielder. Javi Baez into the game at second, so Zobrist moved from second to left.
This indecision from Taylor and Worth. I got it, you take it kind of play. Davis's ERA in the postseason, 0.32.
Murphy, Zimmerman, and Worth here in the ninth for Washington, needing a run to tie.
That ERA I just mentioned, of course, is
career.
Davis as a reliever. Yeah. That one he couldn't go down for. It hit so far front of the plate.
In game one of this series, in the ninth, Davis retired. Murphy, Zimmerman, and Worth. Same three do here at Wrigley in a one-run game. Murphy waved at it. They'll throw down to first to complete the strikeout. One down.
Doubled up on that breaking ball. Confidence in his catcher to block it. Murphy swinging through it. And then Contreras tried to throw the ball through Rizzo's glove. Great block. Two in a row for Contreras.
Here's Zimmerman.
Zimmerman had the big hit to put the Nationals ahead. Can he get a big hit here? Keep this game going.
A ringing double to the gap in right center field that scored Washington's only run. This one's tapped to the right side. Baez throws them out. 2 up and 2 down in the ninth. Kyle Schwarber, whose error paved the way to the first Washington run, while Max Scherzer was working on a no-hitter. Here's Worth. Adam Lind has a bat. He would pinch hit for Matt Wieters. Dusty Baker's best option off the bench. Guy with power. The ever patient Jason Worth ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes.
Worth thought that pitch was up. Called a strike by Colbert.
Worth had his first hit of the series in his first trip. Has walked and flied out since. Here comes the 2-1. Missed the corner. 3 balls and a strike.
Contreras tried to frame it. Good call by Colbert. That ball was outside. But not by much.
And you're right about the frame. Two out, nobody on, 3-1 count. Not a seat being used at Wrigley Field. In the air, behind first, Rizzo, and the Cubs have taken Game 3. They lead the series 2-1. In as tough and tight a postseason game as you could ever ask for.
Rizzo's got the important number on his back, 44. 4 for 4 in this series with runners in scoring position.
They know how to celebrate a victory here at Wrigley. They fly the W. They sing in unison. And they walk off the field 1 win away from the National League Championship Series.
I don't know how you get a tighter game than this one. Well, Bill Murray sung in the 7th inning. He implored the Cubs to score 2. They did.
Everybody take a deep breath. Here's Sam Ryan.
Anthony Rizzo, once again, you come up with a runner in scoring position, make a difference there. Leonis Martins on second base. That one drops in. What are you thinking in that moment?
I'm thinking don't pitch to me right there, to be honest. I love this situation, at a base open. You know, Albert Perez, we have history just facing each other. He threw me a slider and a fastball. I knew he was coming fastball there. Obviously, it flipped in there, but that's what this game's all about, not hitting at him. Those situations I love being up in. It's my job as a driving runs, and came through there.
Yeah, and it shows because already the Cubs franchise leader in runs batted in the postseason. You add to that total, we saw some defensive gems in this one as well. You see Taylor in this one. Talk about the play turn by Addison and your flexibility at first base.
I mean, he's so quick. He's so fast. You know, a lot of guys make that play and they just stay on the ground. He gets up and makes a good throw. Zobrist, John Jay, Hayward, you know, it's a complete game. Scherzer, you know, was near perfect on us, and you know, we just got to wait them out, and we did a good job at it, and the boys did a good job coming together and picking up Schwartz there.
Once again, starting pitching key in this one. So Jake goes tomorrow. You guys are up 2-1, a chance to close it out at home with Jake on the mound. How does that sound for you guys?
It sounds good. You know, this crowd really got into it, especially the later the game got on. The crowd kept going, and we need them. We need them all we can. The fans behind us. We feel really confident playing here. Obviously, the game like this is just going to boost our confidence even higher than it already is. So we'll be ready to go tomorrow and sell the Nationals.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sam. Man alive, Ronnie, this is just, it just doesn't get any better in terms of the meaning of every pitch, every out, every at-bat.
Think about this. The Nationals have had a pitcher go 5 2/3 no-hits innings. They've had a pitcher go 6 1/3 of no-hit innings. They're down 2-1 because Hendricks, Lester, and Quintana's ERA in the first 3 games is 0.48.
Huge at bat today for Ben Zobrist in this game. A double in the 7th inning. Let's go back down to Sam.
That's right, Ben. That one dropped in, the first hit of the game off of Max Scherzer. You saw what he had tonight, and there were questions about what he was able to throw with that hamstring. Take us through that at bat.
Yeah, he looked great all night. I thought he pitched really well. Hit his spots. He was really dealing. But yeah, fortunately, he left one on the plate I could get to, put the barrel on it, and found its way out there to land where nobody could catch it. So it's a great feeling to kind of get the monkey off the back at that point in the game, and the hits just kept coming after that.
And then to come around and to tie this one up. Tell me about the read there.
I'm sorry.
To come around and to tie this one up.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, this was a big game for us being at home. We needed to take this game. Just felt great. When Al was able to have a great at bat there, 3-2, worked a changeup up the middle, hit it hard. I mean, that's just such a clutch hit. We got clutch guys up and down the lineup, and you know, Riz came through for us too. So, you know, that's just a big moment where you can tie the ball game up, and it feels great.
I asked Anthony about a key defensive play, one for you as well. The diving stop there on let's talk about Trey Turner.
Yeah, well, I mean, it felt like it was going to be just out of my reach, but you know, I had just enough range on that to get it into my glove and pop up and get him out. I mean, he's a fast runner, so I knew I had to be able to make the transition and make a good throw to first. Fortunately, able to do it, and that really got things started off well in that inning for us.
Congratulations, Ben.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Sam. Game 3 goes to the Cubs. Kyle Schwarber, a big misplay in this game leading to a Washington run. Joe Madden, a moment right there with the guy who's off the hook here in Game 3. Back to wrap it up after this.
Now you can have everything.
And your family can too. The 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander with standard third-row seating, one of America's safest crossovers. Well equipped for under $24,000. Coming now and get $2,000 cash back or 0% APR for 72 months on the 2017 Outlander.
So you love your game? So does he. You say ain't nobody gonna work harder? He said the same thing. You get an hour of training in before the sun even comes up, plenty of early risers out there. You got the gear, they got the gear. You got a secret weapon, this dude doesn't need one. See, this isn't just a game of inches, this is a game of ounces. And the next ounce you give might just be the one the other guy doesn't. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, and refuel.
My experience with USAA has been excellent. They always refer to me as Master Sergeant. They really appreciate the military family, and it really shows.
We've got auto insurance, homeowners insurance.
I had an accident with the vehicle. I actually called USAA before we called the police. USAA was very hands-on, very quick, very prompt. I feel like we're being handled as people that actually have a genuine need. We're the Weber family, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Federal fees, state fees.
You know, there's actually
administrative fees. What is an MTS surcharge?
You know, you kill one fee, two more grow.
How?
Maybe it's time for a switch.
Is there a fee for that?
No.
Switch to Boost Mobile, where your taxes and fees are now included on all plans. Plus, get 2 lines with 3 gigs of 4G LTE per line for just $50. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network. With Metro PCS, you'll spend $5 more and only get 2 gigs.
Is this for real?
The realest player.
Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
Trevor Bauer is totally in control tonight. Yankees are having fun. And a pitching and defense kind of night in game 3. Bye-bye birdie in the right field seat.
Alexa, play my road trip playlist.
Alexa, order duct tape.
Alexa, play MLB Network Radio on Sirius XM.
Drive to the left center field, it's back, it's way back. Alexa, play PGA Tour Radio on Sirius XM.
Beautiful second shot. Get some in about 5 feet.
This one's service and has great deals and has
complimentary donuts.
That's the one.
Cars.com. Over 5 million expert and user reviews.
Score big with Cricket Wireless. Our plans start at only $30 a month. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. And if you switch now, you can get a brand new smartphone for free. Cricket Wireless. Something to smile about.
Touching hands. Reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. So good! So good!
Make your commute a little sweeter in the newly redesigned Hyundai Sonata, our best Sonata ever.
This 2017 NLDS telecast on TBS is brought to you by Hyundai. By Sonic, try the new Car Hop Classic Deal. A cheeseburger and handmade onion rings for $2.99. By Marathon, fueling the American spirit. And go, get rewarded. Now at bestwestern.com.
You're talking about an emotion-filled 3 hours and 9 minutes. It was here in Game 3 at Wrigley Field, won by the Cubs 2-1.
How about Edwards gets the win? Almora Jr. with the tying hit he hits for Schwarber, who had the misplay early in the game. 2 pinch hits Listella walks when he came up to pitch hit, so everything went right for the Cubs late.
They take it 2-1. They have outscored Washington by 1 run in this 3-game series. Great pictures by our director, Mad Lip, producer Scott Cockrell, AD Salim Sobers, graphics coordinators Chris Nelson and Nick Oberg, Hal Galima on the stats. Final score, 2-1 for Ron Darling, Sam Ryan, the rest of the crew. This is Ernie Johnson, Casey Stern in the TBS studios standing by. This series stands 2-1. So long from Chicago.
All right, EJ, thank you very much. Welcome inside our studios here in Atlanta. On the other side, we'll break down highlights from game number 3 of this series, and we'll help send the Red Sox home, something Houston did earlier today. It's coming up next.
First, you dreamed up the career. Then you put yourself through school. Got the degree. You've given it your all to reach the goals you set. Don't let student debt hold you back. Refinancing student loans with SoFi can save thousands. So you can get where you've always been headed sooner. See how much you can save with SoFi, the leader in student loan refinancing.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man and the mountain and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though you make my heart a wreck, make my heart a wreck, and you make my life a mess, make my life a mess, yes, a mess of happiness.
While other insurance companies just see a house, we see the home you've worked really hard for. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
We just got to take it one game at a time. Next question.
Odell, can you repeat everything you just said? My live stream won't load.
Technical foul.
Wrong sport.
Wrong network. You see, you need unlimited on Verizon. It's America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE network. They won't let you down in places like this, even in the strike zone.
It's the red zone.
Pretty sure it's the strike zone. Here, use mine. All right, see you on the court, champ. Heads up.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plans now start at $40 per line for 4 lines.
When you look at the Mercedes-Benz GLC, with its high-tech cameras and radar, contemporary cockpit, 360-degree network of driver assist technologies, and sporty performance, what's most impressive about the GLC? All depends on your point of view. The 2018 GLC, starting at $40,050. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
In the air, behind first, Rizzo. And the Cubs have taken game 3. They lead the series 2-1.
7 of the last 8 postseason losses for the Washington Nationals franchise by 1 run. They've seen a lot of these kind of games, and another one goes by the wayside. The Cubs able, despite a couple of miscues and one questionable decision, to get it done and find themselves 1 game away from moving on to the next round. Welcome inside our studios here in Atlanta. It is the postseason show presented by the Lincoln Motor Company. Casey Stern, Gary Sheffield, the Hall of Famer Pedro Martinez, the MVP, and Jimmy Rollins. Guys, this was a tight game, maybe not perfectly played. Let's take a look at the highlights. Max Scherzer certainly looked healthy enough, dominant early, and so was Mr. Quintana. Early going, John Jay, though, showing off the glove in center field, Jimmy, to get us kicked off.
Definitely. And, you know, he's done this his whole entire career. He goes and gets the ball. It's in the air long enough. He goes and gets it, and that's what they build their team around at this time of year. You got to have some defense when you're going to subtract some offense, and that's what you need with a guy like Quintana. That he doesn't need a lot of runs, but you do need to have guys out there that when they do put big swings, that can keep that ball, you know, for and out.
Pedro, other side, Max Scherzer certainly looked healthy and dominant through the first 5-6 innings.
I absolutely love the way he looked. You know, I think I see it as a wasted opportunity for Washington to get those bats going and backing up Scherzer and probably get away with a win and be feeling a lot more comfortable than they are right now.
Didn't look comfortable here in left field, Chef. As an outfielder, take me through what you saw here.
Yeah, Scherzer, he's drifting at this ball. You don't want to drift at this ball. You want to get to a spot, especially off a left-hand hitter. You know, that ball is drifting away from you. If you don't put yourself in the right position, now you're going to put your glove over your face, and things like this happen, and you gave them the golden opportunity to go ahead in this series.
And it was a golden opportunity that was given for something that obviously we've known, right, could pop up at any time. We saw this 2 years ago in the playoffs in that series in the LCS against the Mets from Schwarber. So it would set up an opportunity. How do you not feel good as a baseball fan, Jimmy, for what Ryan Zimmerman is doing here over the last few days healthy?
That's a very good question. I mean, everybody should feel good about this. And once again, we talked about, you know, the face of the franchise versus the soul. He's been the man in the spot, and both times he's delivered. And that's what you need. We said if your big bats come through early, that everybody else will start following. Although it wasn't necessarily a consistent thing, these were things in games that when we have two great pitchers, you have to take advantage of, and they did at the time.
Last year's World Series MVP, who just gets knocks in the postseason, Zobrist. We can remember for his third straight title, Royals 2 years ago, Cubbies last year. You guys okay with Max getting taken out here?
Yeah, I'm okay with it because I don't think Dusty went up there to take him out. They had a